don't know why I'm nervous. Welcome to Open Relationship Podcast. We're on season 3, episode 7.
Good job.
7.
Oh, the girls speak Spanish and English now.
Well, openers, welcome to Open Relationship Podcast. We have an open and honest conversation about everything from A to Z and that pertains to the LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney. You can follow me on IG at I am Rodney Wash.
I'm your host, Marco DePrence. You can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
I'm your host, Shazam. You can follow me at _kid_and_play_.
And I'm your host, Solomon E. Stretch. You can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
And we have no other. The gay. The gay.
The girl wanted to speak. The girls wanted to speak Spanish. She can barely speak English.
We have the gay dating coach, Lamont, in the building. Hand clap for him. He put
Shout
the
out
people
to you.
together. What's the
Yes.
success rate?
Thank you, fellas. Thanks for having me. You haven't signed up yet. We got to get you,
Ooh, let's get into it.
And that's how you do that.
Find you.
How long do people be staying together with your program?
So actually, good question. So I define success as if I send you on a date with somebody, you're still dating after 12 months. Right?
Oh.
So that's at 98% right now.
Ooh, we like
Look at the people
statistics.
following you before we get to the show.
98%. Yes, yes. It's hard work trying to keep guys together.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a many nights I had. Let me shut up.
We'll get into that.
We gonna get into it. How can people follow you, Lamont?
Sure. I'm on all social media, The Gay Dating Coach, and then my website, if you're serious, betterwaytomeet.com.
Okay.
If you're serious.
Listen,
I like
don't,
that.
don't come over here.
You're serious.
Don't
Talking
come
about
over
I
here
need
playing
love.
games, okay?
Well, I know we got some single openers in the comments and some single openers in here too, Chad.
Yeah, cause he go live on Wednesday. The comments be commenting.
So wait, you all call your followers openers.
Opener.
Yeah.
So my crew, we're the shooters.
Ooh,
Oh, I like
It
that.
makes sense now.
They're shooters. So there might be
love
some
good-
shooters who are watching today.
Okay,
there might
shooters.
Be. There might
okay,
be.
shooters
There
and
might be.
openers.
Yeah.
Not
Shooting and openings.
Shooters and openers. I like that.
I like it.
You might have to open it up to shoot.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
My bad. I thought we was hanging out.
Y'all started early tonight.
Very early.
We're gonna start Lamont. How's your week going so far?
It's been a busy week. It's only Tuesday. It feels like it's a Monday morning, but, knocking things out this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Solomon.
Same.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Shazam.
My week is going great. You think it feels like a Monday. I think it feels like a Thursday. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I've done a lot. And I start PTO after Wednesday, so
Yes,
And
we love
that's
that
why.
for you.
baby.
Prepare the others.
How was your week, Marco? Sounds like you had a good one.
My week was good. So on Easter Sunday, I went to Piedmont Park, took the dog out, had a little picnic with my good sister friend and her daughter, and we just hung out, enjoyed the sun. Friday, I went to a listening party for the Queen Bee herself, and yeah,
Did you wear ashless chaps?
no, I thought about it though,
I knew
but it
you
was a
did.
straight party, so oh, never mind.
But I guess I'll tell my own week.
Oh, well, how was your week?
Hey, how was
my
your week?
Well, thank you for asking. Honestly, it's going well. Mother Wash is still here, aka Diane.
Mm-hmm.
She might be staying for another week, so we having a good old time. Went to Huntsville for Easter to see my auntie and my cousins. That was a good time, and just happy to be here.
I love it.
Okay. All right, so Marco, let's get it started.
Y'all ready to get into the street?
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the beautiful collection plate sitting on the table.
Oh, baby. Now, look, I'm off the clock. Hey, opener.
Apparently.
I leave for 1 week, girl.
We give Solomon too.
So y'all pass the plate around in here?
Oh, no, I'm going to show you. Hold on 1 second.
How does this work?
I'm going to show you.
Wait, did we?
Okay.
Solomon, did somebody ask how your week was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said
I
something.
don't
He said
know.
same, kind of like
See-
mine.
Oh.
See, Lamont threw me off. It's just green.
I
and
keep
left.
throwing you off. Do I
Green
need to
should
move?
remind
I
you
mean,
of
hello, Mike.
No, you fine. Opener, sweet baby. So we have a thing called the collection plate. You see how we have these beautiful lights and these expensive microphones. This costs money. So you can give in 3 ways openers. On Facebook, you can buy stars. You know, stars go a long way. 5-star only could be a 5-star bitches. Okay? 5 stars. Thank you. And also you can donate to the podcast. In the description box, click that donate button. Donate what you want to give. You know, we expect $5 or more because it pays for the taxes. Offset what they say, pay the extra $5 to offset the taxes. So $5 or more. Thank you so much. Our sweet babies, you can also give on YouTube. You can buy stickers that support the channel. You know, you stand out in the chat. We give you a shout out on the live, and you hear you on the Lord Jesus, the podcast as well. So you get a nice old shout out, or you can join a.
Oh, my bad.
Now look here.
Hey.
Marco said you was too busy trying to speak Spanish.
Damn, who got you on?
You know what, bitch?
We'll get back
I
to
didn't
regular
think-
programming
Yeah,
next
let's
week.
get back. You'll be next
Y'all
week.
be on sides again.
Yeah.
Our openers and people joining the shooters.
There's some shooters. I see them in the comments.
Okay,
They
shooters.
shooting you up.
We love shooters.
Our shooters, you can join the channel for a monthly subscription. And stuff is not only fans, it's us with clothes on. So make sure you know do all the things and you know support the podcast. Or you might see Marco show a little toe action every now and then. You know, he nasty like that.
What? Oh, okay. All right, let's get into it.
It's Solomon show you how to further support the podcast.
You can further support our podcast by going to our YouTube and like, commenting, and subscribing.
Gio, can we start over?
We'll be right back, openers and shooters.
Look.
Apparently, this was just
Cut
a
the
little
camera,
trial.
dead ass.
It's usually Marco.
Wow.
Dear Gay Black Men gave us $4.99. Thank you so much. Another podcast. Check them out.
Yes.
We love it when you slide into our DMs. We love your comments. We love your pictures. We love all of the support. But we really appreciate it when you come to our YouTube and interact with us, especially on our live shows.
All right.
Y'all ready to go outside?
Be honest, go outside because I'm fucking up.
Oh, Lord, today.
And y'all already know, before we go outside, you know we got to pay some bills. If you don't know, now you know that Apple is our official sponsor for Open Relationship Podcast. Click the link in the description. Get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music. To the streets we go.
Let's go.
So you know why we're here. Beyonce recently just dropped an album on Friday, Act 2 of we don't know how many, but Cowboy Carter. I love it. So 4 has been my album since it's released. And Cowboy Carter has been on repeat since it dropped. Like, I was very surprised of that it would be my favorite. But the way she presents it, the transitions, the harmonies, the futures, the education that I've learned from Solomon today, just everything behind the project of herself has just made me just love her more. And my vinyl came today too, so yeah.
You're in heaven.
Yeah. I'm
like
all full
Yaya.
for us.
Was it Yaya?
Yeah, Yaya is
It's
one.
a bop. Yeah, young people say that, right?
Yeah.
It's a bop.
Oh, you
Y'all
calling me
know
young?
what
Because he's old as whole.
I just say it was nice. I like it.
What did you just say?
Y'all old. Y'all hoes are old.
Who? Girl, you're older than me.
You right.
Oh,
Ooh.
Back to Cowboy Carter. I think it's really great, but at the same time, I will say that I feel like I love Beyonce. The Hive, don't tear me up in the comments, but I think she did this album because she had a point to prove. And she said that in one of the songs, like, we got a point to prove. She said it in the beginning, she said something like, granddaughter of a moonshine man, like the people in Louisiana said I wasn't country enough, I was too country. Or the people in Texas said I was too country, the people in Louisiana said I wasn't country enough. So I think she had a point to prove, and it's amazing. And it's not on repeat for me. 4 is still, she just sang down on 4, and that was just a different period of her life. But I think that in her like trajectory of her career, this is amazing. And Act 3 is going to be rock and roll, and I think that's when she's going to snatch everybody's wigs off.
I'm going to say I see why she put Act 1 out first.
Wait, but she
Well,
said-
actually, Act
did you
2
see
was
what she
supposed to be
said?
first.
She said Cowboy Carter was supposed to be first.
Well, you know I'm not.
But she said the at that point when she was about to release it, she said the world needed to dance and heal, so that's why she released Renaissance first.
I enjoyed
And-
Renaissance album. Can I talk to
Oh,
No, girl, because you're not gonna get it out right.
And I am. No, just playing though for real. I enjoy Renaissance Act 1, supposed to be, whatever, but I like 4 songs off this new Act 2. There's no shade to
Out of
Beyonce.
27?
Yeah, it's she
What
don't
are the-
have the country it's just
Say it.
I like country music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I do listen to it. From Mississippi, we have a lot of black country singers, and when I listen to them, listen to her voice, it's not giving me that. I like Jolie. I like Bounce on it.
Of course.
Of course you do.
Thank you. But other than that, it's cute, but it's good. I'm happy for her because like she's breaking barriers, and she is like, she's like number 1.
Yeah.
So like she's doing
It's
that
predicted
thing
to be number 1 within a
with
week.
no country voice, and she's number 1
With what?
album.
No country.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Now, do that sound country to y'all? Does she sound country?
It sound country
On
to me.
some of the
It sound
songs you
country
do.
to me. It sound country
Lamar,
to me.
you'll
But I
be
think
high.
that's the point of the album.
I'm more of a Jasmine Sullivan fan. But,
No, that's right.
That's my girl. But Beyonce, it sounds, it's good.
It sounds like Beyonce. There's
She's trying
nothing
to
wrong
get
with
album
that.
of the year. I feel like she's trying. Like this is, they won't give her for the black stuff. They won't give it to her for the gay stuff. So they give it to her for the country stuff.
They damn sure gonna get a CMT.
I bet you she'll get album of the year.
I bet you $100. I would shake on that.
Okay,
That's
I
not
don't see
coming
that
from the
happening.
collection plate.
Listen, right there, right there. Okay.
We shook on that. So
We
remember
did,
today.
yes.
What is today? The 3rd of April, 2024.
Today is the second.
second. Oh,
There's must be something
Lord.
special going on the 3rd for you. Okay, what's going on, Fred?
Solomon, how do you feel about the album?
Look, I love the album. I think to Rodney's point where he says it doesn't sound like country for you, I think that is actually the point. I think Beyonce is saying that country has a lot of sounds. It has a lot of texture. Yes, for I'm about to say $100, $10 from Kurt. Thank you. Kurt.
thank you, Kurt.
It's
$10.
Uncle Kurt.
Uncle Kurt.
Uncle
over
Kurt.
there.
Oh,
How
I'm
you
sorry.
doing? Uncle
Uncle
Kurt.
Kurt. And he
Yes.
said, "Hi, Lamont." He's a shooter.
He is a shooter.
Yeah.
Now be careful now.
These niggas.
He about like 60, and he like the sling the
Why would
Sling what?
He an old school top.
Yeah, he's an old school top.
For the
with
people
slings
who want the
and
old
D,
school
okay,
top, he
so
said he's slinging
be
60-year-old
careful,
dick.
okay?
So we
60-year-old dick. That's
really
experience
getting
dick.
people business
Listen,
right.
he said he'd been plugging holes since the 50s. That's what he said.
Well, goddamn.
Okay, so
Solomon, you want a top? Oh.
that's
How
what
do we
he
get from
said.
Cowboy Carter
I'm just
to
saying.
Cowboy
Because
Dick?
everybody riding.
Speak for yourself, girl.
That's okay. My bad.
No,
you
you're
fine.
fine. Look,
You better shout out Uncle Kurt. Somebody hit him up now. I need some dick.
If you want to get to know Uncle Kirk, you go to betterwaystomeet.com.
There you go.
but I think the album has a lot of symbolism. I think it has a lot of history. She definitely gave a history lesson with this album. I think it's just brilliant. That's it.
Okay. Solomon's a man of.
He has spoken.
Yeah. Well spoken. Okay. Moving right along. So, sorry to shift the energy, but there's a viral clip, going around from.
Told you.
That's not just a.
Hold on, y'all. Damn.
I hope that stuttering spirit stay on the couch.
You know what?
Ooh. Let me go ahead and. Girl,
Did you go to church on Sunday?
I did.
Okay.
Did you?
Mind your business.
You just asked me. Wait. Wasn't you the one saying when was when
Hey,
over?
back to the streets.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah, okay. You're right. Back to the.
Child.
So there's a viral clip going around that Fox 5 released. Unfortunately, it happened in Atlanta on 10th Piedmont, where all the gay or not all of them, but it's a few gay bars around there.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 gentlemen got robbed, and I can't even think of the word.
Pistol whip.
Yeah, pistol whipped. And it's unfortunate. I hate that happens to us when all we want is just safe spaces, just to dance, be ourselves, be with our friends, and have, I don't want to say a neighborhood, but like an area of a city just to express ourselves without the violent crimes and shit like that. Yeah, and when I saw it, it just broke my heart. Like, that's one of my, not my biggest, but it's a fear of mine of going out, just, let's go out, let's have lunch, let's have brunch, let's have this, have that. And then some shit just traumatizes us or fucks us up for the rest of the day or for a while. So I wanted to bring light to that situation and those three gentlemen. I hope y'all are healing. Y'all go to therapy. Y'all overcome this situation.
I think it's unfortunate because so many of us have had moments where we go to 10th and Piedmont area and you get drunk and you're stumbling to your car or you're stumbling to your Uber or you're just walking and you're in your phone. And if you see the video, it shows them outside of 10th and Piedmont first. Then they see these three gentlemen go into 10 and then they go stand behind their car. And then when they come out, they're waiting on them. So it's like they preyed on them, which that really scared me because it's like you never know who's watching you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then on top of them preying on them, not only did like they robbed them, but you pistol whipped somebody. So it's like you took it a step further. Like none of this is okay, but it's like, okay, rob somebody and walk away from it. You had to hurt this man. I'm pretty sure this man probably put up a fight, I'm assuming. Don't know. But it's just like you see one person run away, then you see them like over by the car, pistol whipping this man, then the other guy runs away, you hear somebody say call 911. At that point, it's too late. And it's so unfortunate because it's like it's getting warm outside. In Atlanta, people love to pack that area. Now, granted, I think if the area is packed at night, it'd probably be a different outcome. But it's just unfortunate that we can't be in safe spaces.
And it was like right in the open. It wasn't like it was a like dark alley or even in a park, like
Literally
the
in front
back
of
of the parking lot. It was like right on the main street in front of everyone. So like it's, I hope they find them. I hope, they go to jail because I think it is horrible, like you said, to prey on somebody and like get a job. Like go. Why do you have to take these people's money? I think they took their car also.
Yeah, they took their keys.
Keys, cell phones, everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna advise this. One of my friends actually got robbed. Just a straight person though, but still the same. Robbery. For one, I want just about in comments. I saw where they said, "Why did one of the friends run away?" Beloved.
They had a gun.
Let me say this:
They had a
if
gun.
we're out, somebody got to tell the story. Okay, no shade. I'm not trying to laugh at the situation. I'm gonna go get. I'm not gonna leave y'all and not go get help. I'm gonna call 911. But I'm not. If one get, if one of y'all get away when we get robbed, please run away. I'm not gonna be mad at you for running away. Trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Tell the story.
Okay.
He ran to get help.
Yeah.
And just leave.
I'm not even mad if he ran away to go get whatever. If you can save yourself, baby, save yourself.
Yeah, hello.
I'm not mad at that. I just had to address that real quick. And second thing, it's really, really sad. I feel like everybody say the same thing, but like they was preyed upon.
Yeah.
Like watching the whole video and like the way the news clip had it, like they was following everything. I always encourage people to have some type of weapon on you, a box
I was about to say
cutter,
that.
start cutting these niggas up.
It's unfortunate that we have to say that, but motherfuckers ain't gonna learn until somebody dies. I hate to say that, but like this is even with like breaking into cars and shit. Like there was a story so long ago where like a little boy broke into a car, the man shot at him, killed him, and the mom was on the news like, he was only 17. Girl,
Breaking
why the
into
fuck is
somebody's
he
car.
breaking into my car?
Right.
People work hard for their shit, and people are fed
Say
up.
that again, Shazam.
People work hard for their shit.
Thank you.
And it's like, if you think at this point that people are going to continue to watch people get robbed and robbed and robbed and robbed, and we're not getting robbed, we just got 1999, praise God.
Oh, and he said, and he shot out Solomon.
Love what you all are doing. And you put the eyes on top. Better ways to meet.com.
Bounce, Tony.
But yes, I co-sign with Rodney. If you do not have a gun, if you do not have a weapon,
Yes.
get that. Because, girl, you need to be able to protect yourself. Flat out.
When I first saw the video, it was reminiscent. I understand victimization, but it immediately brought to mind Pulse in Florida. And of course, it's just something that we're just tired of. But my words, just be careful. When you are out and about, just be careful of your surroundings. Make sure that you are with people that you trust. Because this is one of those situations where these were strangers. Right. But we've also seen in the media where these are people that can also victimize you. And so just be careful.
Please be careful for real, y'all, because that's really scary. Cause I go there. I can only imagine. Cause baby, let me tell you one thing. Shit can be replaced. I'm not fighting nobody over no personal item.
Okay.
No.
Look,
Giving it to
you want the keys?
Take them.
You want the wallet?
Take it.
What else you need? You need my drawers? Baby, no, I'm dead ass. I'm not
Okay.
gonna fight you over no
Girl, I've been
personal
wanting a
item.
car.
No, they say you're supposed to throw your keys away so they go after your keys.
Baby,
You go
I
the
don't
other
look.
way.
Let me tell I will hand them to you.
You say you can see it. Take it.
Actually, that's smart as hell. Like if
I
they
never
ask
thought
for it,
about
just
that.
throw it over there, and they
Throw
have
it,
to. They're,
you run.
People are not like in the heat of the moment. They're gonna run after your shit. They're
Yeah,
not.
if you
gonna
got a
come after
gun though, I'm
Ooh.
handing. I'm not going to aggravate you. I'm handing it, baby, on a silver
I might
platter.
even set them down on the semen for
Do you
you.
think you start the car, man? It's like
It's
I'm not
fully
gonna.
tanked.
Hell, baby, it's because that's just scary to me. Like I feel like the mental is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Cause
It would
and you
traumatize
got
you.
pistol whooped.
You're not gonna want to go out no more. Like you're with your friends. Like because normally we think like, oh, if I'm with other people, it's not gonna happen to us. And it's like, damn, like it's 3 of y'all, and it was 2 of them. Like, and they still did it because they had guns and shit like that.
Okay.
My last comment will be: whoever these young men are, run up on the right crowd, please.
And they didn't wear no mask, so you already know they was
Their faces were clear as day on that camera.
clear.
Yeah.
Standing right by the camera.
Yeah.
I hope they get
That's the point. The audacity on niggas.
It's on sale right now.
And before Shazam gets in our business, I was scrolling on Friday on good old Twitter, and this tweet came across my timeline. So the tweet is, I don't see many gay black men into football, cars, gaming, hunting, anime, and shit like that. It's always Nicki/Cardi. So I drift towards white guys because they have similar interests as me and also turn off feminine switch more often.
And they call you a nigger behind your back.
Let's talk about it. Because, like,
Not
shit like that, like, I'm not into cars, but I like football and I game. So, like, when you make this big old rationale statement on a platform, or like X, excuse me, and you not saying you're triggering, but like you're doing this shit on purpose. Not every black man, gay black man, is the negative persona that you have encountered.
I feel like that's what he is around. He's probably not around enough black people. Like you're from Portland, Oregon, right? Where it's like probably 3 black people out there. No, not being funny,
Like
but
4.
like 4, like for real. And so when you are around certain, then you meet these type of black people, right? And they're not in nothing you into. I'm not saying he's wrong because everyone has the right to their opinion. I don't think he was rude about what he said. He just said like the black people he encounter are not to what he's into.
But maybe he's encountering the wrong people.
And that could be the case.
I agree.
And
with
I did,
you.
not to cut you off, I checked his Twitter. It's all white porn. He's retweeting all this white shit.
That's what he used to.
Case closed.
What you about to say? Lamont?
It's triggering because there's sometimes I'm a dating coach and a matchmaker, and guys, black men will be like, "Oh, I can't find black men who are into this or who have this degree or this level of income."
Candace Owens.
And right, it gives Candace Owen vibes, but it also tells me what your world looks like and how small it is. And in 2024, you should be able to. It's a global network. You should travel to go see some people. If you live in Portland, Oregon, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The black community is this big, right? So there's no shade, no judgment. You need to move, right? You need to move. You need to move. And then you will be exposed to different types of black men. What are y'all keeping aware about?
Because they're just tearing Portland up right now. Portland ain't did shit to nobody.
Somebody said not too much on Portland. No, I usually read Jackson, Mississippi, but I didn't do that tonight.
Oh.
But no, I think it gets sorry.
Hold up.
But I feel like small communities that's your perception.
You
gotta
said
change
Jackson
it.
has a small gay community?
Mississippi?
Jackson, Mississippi. I would
Yes.
sell my TV and move out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Now it is dangerous, but it's a lot of gay people out there.
Y'all know each other.
Yeah.
It's like Atlanta.
No, I think
smaller.
Atlanta.
No, I
is
mean,
different
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
Back in college days, Jackson had Metro or something like that. That's like gay capital for Mississippi. That ain't Hattiesburg. Now who hurt you out there, baby?
Nobody. I've been to Jackson, and I'm just like, where are the gay people? Like, y'all probably have like a gay night at a club.
No, we have. This back in 2008. It was extremely gay.
Okay.
Jackson?
Jackson, yes. Now you didn't have certain. I mean, that's the capital of Mississippi, so just imagine like you gonna have gay areas.
I'm listening.
So let me say this. So, work. So did you already have friends out there when you went out there, and they didn't know where to go? How unfortunate.
How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Yes.
Shazam, get in our business.
I think it's just one of those things. Like, I agree with everybody. Homeboy's world looks like that. Like, if your Twitter timeline looks like a whole bunch of Barbs and Cardi fans and like the Hive and stuff, that's your world. Like, there are. The other day, I literally said I was going to the gym because everybody was tweeting about the LSU game. And I'm like, these sissies really like basketball. I'm going to the gym. Nobody's gonna be there. So it's like you have to surround yourself with those certain people because that was off. But, anyways, child.
Wait, we didn't ask.
You know, I don't care. But I just want to know how, that tweet came up on your Twitter.
Ooh.
Well, I was scrolling. Somebody liked it. Somebody retweeted it.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
I mean, I like. Never mind. Go ahead.
You like white men?
No, I don't.
Well, he was on a podcast where he said he dibble and dabble with a couple of them.
Wait.
No, I said I did in the past.
In the past,
I
yeah.
don't currently.
You dibble and dabble. Stop
So-
telling yourself.
No, I did in the past. I'm from Portland. I was gay in Portland, so all we have is white men.
You let a white man top you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Is it
No,
good
I
dick?
did not.
You
right.
topped him.
I topped him.
Why couldn't you wouldn't let a white man top you?
No.
Why not?
I'm a
Let me ask you
size
this, because they say this is I don't know if it's coming out wrong or right. Nice or right. Do they take penis really well?
Oh my God.
I heard they don't complain.
Depending on what type of sustenance they are.
So you only fucking white men that be on drugs and poppers?
No, okay, now you're assuming and accusing.
You said substances, boo.
I said dependent. I fucked people that are just.
We're talking
drink-
about the white men that you have fucked.
So they were out on substance when you put your dick in them?
Okay, it's a lot of questions coming at me. Let me answer one at a time.
Okay.
What's the first one?
Do you fuck white men that do drugs?
Currently, no. Have I? Yes.
Okay. Have you ever fucked a white man without drugs?
Yes.
So when you compare asses, do they take dick better?
The ones on drugs.
No, the one without drugs.
Oh.
It just depends. I mean, this is like a decade ago.
Okay.
Was slavery still legal?
Tell us the song and answer questions.
Anywho, Situation with Shazam, always gonna be a song that everybody knows, a song that we like. It's always gonna be a good bop. And since Monica is doing really good in Gag City, from what I hear,
Yes, she
she's
is.
singing great. Finally, not yodeling. She's not missing her notes. Praise God. We're gonna give a tribute to Monica. First Night by Monica is the song tonight. Y'all know that song?
Yes.
And it was good. It was like a nice little music video, little bop. So everyone has these like random rules, y'all know. And since the gay dating coach is here, we gotta know. Like everyone has these random rules about, oh, I'm not fucking for 30 days. I'm not doing this until this. I ain't doing this. It don't matter if you straight, gay, bi, like whatever you are. Everybody has these rules, and it's extremely controversial for everyone. So, do y'all fuck on the first night?
Yes.
Currently or back then? Because you know, Mark was talking about back then.
Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all want me.
They obviously wanted you back then.
Apparently. Currently,
What is your cock?
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
Rodney, you're sitting on the other side of the table next week. Oh,
Rodney
like
said
the
it, not
person
me
last week.
Did you let him call it that? Sorry.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
That's borderline race play. That's
It is.
dangerous.
No, I.
Is that your kink, race play?
Oh my God. Am I getting interviewed or
No,
Lamar?
you know what? Lamont, let me ask you this. So, I have never done one of your questionnaires. So, is one of your questions on your questionnaire about first night for having sex?
No, because it really depends on your relationship with sex. So some people, if sex is more casual, sure, fuck on the first night. But if you reserve that for somebody you're in love with or your husband, then don't have sex on the first night.
In your opinion, do you find that to be a healthy thing for our community?
Girl, you getting ahead in the interview. We got to slow it back.
Oh.
Do you fuck on the first night?
Why I asked the question? I said yes.
Solomon,
I have.
still do?
Maybe.
Ooh, got to pause. Lamont, were you fucking on the first night?
So my husband was a hookup.
Oh.
Oh.
It was not like, oh, let's go out to dinner, all romantic, like some people might think. No, he was the Thursday night. Let's watch Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, cook, and we would screw.
Oh,
So that's fine.
Keep what
Is
he
it
said.
healthy? And 10 years later, we're still together.
He said
Love
husband.
Husband.
No, I was worried about what type of wine y'all was drinking.
It was some red wine.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
That's where I went.
Yes.
So I'd agree with murder, and then somebody got murdered.
Everybody got murdered.
It's giving verse.
Everybody got murdered. Okay.
I told y'all hoes, you better be versing with a man.
So do y'all think like when you fuck on the first night, does that say something like for you, does that say something about the other person to you, or does that say something to like about yourself to them? How do y'all feel about that?
I think it's about your relationship. I think people are liars when they're not honest about their relationship with sex. If you want to be, a prude, have at it. Don't have sex with people on the first date. Wait until the third month and then have sex. But some people, they like to have sex casually. Have at it, but be honest about it. Yeah.
I agree.
Is that too real?
No,
I feel it.
we open and honest here.
Okay. Okay.
If it's not open.
Y'all open.
Tonight we open and shooting. So y'all aren't judging someone if they're just thirsty to get into bed with you, like sliding your DMs and they're like, hey, I see you on Open Relationship Podcast and I'm trying to shoot my shot. Shooters. And now I want to like, let me hit. Are y'all going to judge them if they're like thirsty? Like first night.
If the attraction is there, this is how I feel. I don't associate sex with love. I can't have sex with you and not love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get attached when I do stuff like that, because it's just what it is. So if we have good sex and then on top of that, I get to spend time with you outside of that and I enjoy you, that's a win-win situation. Or if I don't enjoy your company outside and I just enjoy your sex, that's okay too. So I feel like when people wait, you want to wait 6-8 months to put all these goddamn parameters on there, then you don't like what you get. You waste 8 months of your life. Fucking you like this nigga can't fuck, can't suck, can't do nothing. Like, I want to know that now.
Hello.
But what if people have a different perception? Like you said, your relationship with sex. What if they really like a person that like, I can't fuck if I'm not like mentally there with you?
Don't do it then. Don't do it. Plan dates that get you mentally there. The thing, you want a guy to be romantically and sexually into you. That's okay. You can moderate that. You can say, okay, let's wait. The problem is if you like a guy and there's no sexual chemistry, y'all just could be Judies after that, right? Right? Yeah, that's why y'all get friend zoned. You be like, I'm not feeling it. It's okay if a guy wants to have sex with you, that is a green flag for me. You can moderate that. Let me. Y'all like what? Let me explain moderation. I mean, you can say no. We can wait. You should want him though to want to have sex with you.
You should. And I feel like if
y'all want to be friends, go be friends.
I'm just saying, if you see this body naked and you don't want to touch it, I'm gonna get you crazy.
Yeah, hello.
Cause baby, all this good old thickness. You better hop up on it.
So in the comments, the people are saying, I mean, we adults, if we horny the first night, then what's up? The people also saying if your adults is good. Somebody said, let it do what it do. Sex is good. So it seems like the openers and shooters are fucking on the first night too. So y'all in good company.
Are you fucking
Not
on the
y'all.
first night?
Who, me? No, I'm not.
Why?
I have in my previous years, but not now. Like,
Why not? So
my dingling don't get hard for, like, I have to have a connection with you. I'm with the moderation thing. Like, I have to really be there with you to actually do that. And if you want me to be versed that night, oh, baby, I definitely really have to like you. Just being honest. Ain't nobody getting up all in this pure honey. This sweet honey bucket without knowing me. So, is there anyone in y'all lives, because I like to y'all business, that y'all didn't fuck on the first night that y'all like, damn, I should have fucked them? Y'all always
Yes.
get quiet.
There's
Who was it?
Oh,
Someone.
yeah. There was. I can think of a probably.
I say 3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
3.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like afterwards, I mean, I enjoyed it, and I felt like because I was trying to be.
So you didn't fuck them on the first night, but you fucked them later on because you was being modest. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm following. Okay.
Cause I was like, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna hold on out, and baby, when the package opened, I said, "This what I was missing." 2 months of no sex. I was upset with myself because it was good. Like I'm being dead ass. Like it was really, really good, and we had a good time. And I was relationship with him for about 3 years.
Nice.
But do you think the build up like made it more sexy?
I love the build.
It did. I'm not gonna lie, but I also thought about, damn, we could have been, because I was fucking other people and not fucking him, right? So I'm going
So
on
your
dates
needs
with
were
him,
being
giving
met
him
other
my
places,
time.
and that's why you.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
Well,
shit,
you
I
just
coulda-
said, wait, roll the tape back. You said you didn't have. You said 2 months without sex, so you was having sex with other people just
Yeah,
like him.
I definitely was.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, he wanted to wait, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We're dating. I'm not with you.
Did he know that you were still out here?
It was not
Fucking
his
the people?
business. We were dating. It wasn't exclusive. I wasn't fucking him, so. Again, I can separate sex from liking somebody. I just wanted a nut until he got ready. Then we nutted together.
We're gonna sponsor Rodney for your services. Everybody, please drop some money in the comments. We want to get Rodney a sponsorship,
Find
baby.
him somebody.
So, what advice would you give the openers and the shooters that are watching as far as like dating and navigating sex? You said do it in moderation, but what do you think, or from your experience when people come to see you or inquire about your services, what is the biggest flaw that you see gay men make around sex when they're trying to date people?
I think sometimes guys are not more flexible. Like sometimes guys are like, oh, someone has to be a strict top, somebody has to be a strict bottom. Most gay men who are long-term relationships, like who are married, there's some flexibility there. So whether the guy's more masculine or feminine, because sometimes y'all be like, oh, he's a little too femme, so he can't get on my back.
Rodney.
Oh,
And I stand by that.
I'm just saying, you are missing out on some good love, some good sex, some good energy. Because if you know, so what if a guy likes to vogue a little bit, but he makes 6 figures, he take care of you, he's sexy.
I make him
down.
home.
this conversation.
He has masculine energy, but he might have feminine mannerisms, which are two different things.
So let me say this. Long as you're not painting your nails, wearing makeup, I'm okay.
When you say paint the nails,
some of your favorite butch queens that are masculine wear makeup every day, baby. Every
Makeup.
single day.
But you said some of your favorites, not mine.
No, your favorites. Some of your faves, baby. Some of them faves on Twitter.
I
they wear
mean,
makeup.
like, I'm not saying you gotta be like, "Rule," like, no, because I'm not like that. I top the girls, okay?
So they have to be more masculine presenting than you.
You could be like me. I don't do all that shit. Like, I don't mind. I twerk a little bit, so that's fine. Because, I mean, back in the day, Rodney wasn't like that. It was like, I didn't hear none of that shit. But, like, now, as I'm evolving and getting older, it just started out, it's just not negotiable. Like, wearing makeup and shit like that, no.
I don't know, but to your point, like sometimes we want men to accept the feminine traits that we have, but don't want to accept the feminine traits that they have.
And it's probably me.
But you want, but get into that the hypocrisy. We'll say that you want them to accept all of you, and there are aspects of you that you don't want him to possess.
So let me say this. If I am a person I ask certain questions on the first date, I'm a straight shooter.
Okay.
So
okay.
either you want me or you don't. I don't pretend nothing. I'm very straightforward. I expect the same. And if I don't like something in you, that's okay. However, like, I'm not saying, like, again, I could date somebody like a not like a Prince. That's too much. But like something like a Neo. I feel like Neo had feminine traits.
Neo's
But
a straight
Neo-
man. What are we talking about?
Neo,
He
the
has feminine
artist.
traits. Yes, he does.
He's a straight man, though. What are we talking about?
Well, I'm just talking about like it's traits. Like Prince is straight, so I just say I can't about like Prince.
Prince is bi. He's a little bi. He's a little
Well, I
bi.
don't, you know,
He's a
I'm
little
just
bi.
I'll just give you mannerism
Okay.
wise. Like I don't think Neo's the most masculine.
He's a
acting
butch queen.
man.
If he was gay, he'd be.
You
a
know what
butch
I'm
queen.
saying? Like I can do a Neo.
Yeah.
I couldn't do a Prince. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That's where I'm at.
But I heard Prince had some good sex though.
Yeah.
Everybody, he was topping the girls,
Neo
the
might have a
guys.
small dick or a weak ass.
And he can't dress.
Well, I just
And
told
he's
you.
not really cute.
The people have a question for you, Lamont. They said, how do you handle a person who may like you, but you want to wait and they want sex? Do you honor your commitment or do you just give in? What would you recommend?
Don't give in. Don't give in. You be like, hey, I want to get to know you. Sometimes people date and they want to experience things with you, right? So they might want to experience good times with you, bad times. They want to meet your friends. Like there are milestones that they want to achieve before they actually have sex and say we're together. So keep that and do that. Other people, it could be like 6 months. It could be 12 months if you're a time dater. Don't give in. Let the other person have sex, like Rodney said, with somebody else, and y'all just kick it. But be honest about it. But the problem is y'all don't want to be honest. Like it's like, hey, we're not having sex. You go screw somebody else, and we're gonna continue to date. And I may or may not want to hear about that.
People can't handle that though.
It's maturity. It's called mature dating.
Well, I'm mature yet.
You want
It is
me?
mature dating.
You don't want me to have sex with you, but then you also don't want me, and we're dating, and then you want me to have sex with somebody else, and I'm sexually active.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me,
Yeah.
and I think that's very unfair.
I agree, because that means y'all in a whole relationship. If those parameters are there, you're in a full relationship, and you just met this person.
Well, guess we get
Somebody
married
gets
tomorrow.
me.
You get married. You get married. So you don't
We going
owe.
to the
I don't think you
courthouse.
owe somebody who you just met.
I'm not saying just
exclusivity.
met, but if you didn't been down the road like 3 or 4 months and y'all not having sex, and then you're like, oh, but you don't. To each his own.
Let me say
For a
that-
man, 3 or 4 months, you know what you want or you don't want.
Right, but you don't have to dive into sex if you're not ready.
I agree.
For me personally, I would date somebody for a long time before I'm gonna have sex with you.
Okay. So if he has sexual needs, what is he supposed to do?
Go on Amazon and buy a dildo, a fleshlight. I will buy the lube. I will send you a nice little video. But girl, like,
So you have to find somebody your speed then.
oh, I have somebody my speed. It's great.
Right. So
Let them know.
finds and when you
to
talk
her
about
ass,
compatibility, you find someone who subscribes to that type of relationship with sex that
100%.
aligns with you and not with somebody else. Yeah.
So how long did y'all wait?
Girl, you in my business, and that's too much. I'm not talking about when I'm having sex. Let's take it to the MengeATrios.
Whatever. Oh, you're not being. Wait. What's this? Oh, you're not gonna be open and honest with your openers?
Girl,
Touche, bitch.
when you can speak English, you can talk to me. Until then,
You
you
heard
sit
what
on
I
that
said.
side of the couch.
Open and honest.
When
with
you get
your
a man, you come
openers.
for me. When you get a
said
when
I
you get a husband,
Wait,
you tell
let
me
me
how to
say
pick
this.
one.
Let me just say this about people back who say I don't have one.
You don't, girl. Okay, Rodney. I'm gonna bring a poster boy to the next reunion like Candace.
Bring one. Because somebody gonna be sitting behind me, beloved.
Girl, okay, and nobody can sit behind me. Marco's met him. He hits. The nigga fine. Next. Hey, babe.
Before we get into the MengeATrios, here at Open Relationship Podcast, we are all about community, safe spaces, and open-ended conversations where we can agree or disagree, as you have seen tonight. Please continue to tune into our podcast. Please continue to support us. Please come into our live shows and participate in the conversation. All right, so for today's MengeATrios, we are going to continue the conversation on dating. And we're just going to have open, honest conversations and questions for Lamont. People want to know, what are the gays doing wrong?
What are the gays doing wrong?
What are the gays doing wrong?
So you ever go on a date with someone and they're like, "Oh, I'm just going with the flow." Mm-hmm. What did I say? What did I say? Something wrong?
No,
What?
be a Rodney or last.
Y'all, this is giving Kim Burrell and what's her name? I understand. What? It's nothing else. Pay attention. What? Listen, no, I think guys will be like, "Oh, let's just kick it. I want to go with the flow." Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to intentionally date someone who's like, "Let's go with the flow." No, if you're trying to get to know a person, you have to court them. And when I say court, that means plan a date, call, not text, see them in person, spend some money, spend some time, get to know each other. And instead, people are like, "Oh, I'm just going to text for the next 2 weeks, back and forth. I'm going to wait for him to plan the date." No, there are 2 men involved in this relationship. 2 men can show up and plan a date.
Now, when you said money, that's what you were thinking we said money.
I knew you were going to go here.
How much money are you expecting a person to spend?
So it's not about like how much you spend, it's on the activity. Like you can go to the park and have a picnic for $20. That's fine, right? That's romantic.
That's fine. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess for me, I have got burnt before, and I burnt people too. So I won't. I'm
Clarify how you have burnt people, because burnt means something else. Babe.
Oh no! So I had a person spend money on me. I have not called them back afterwards, and it happened to me one time. I apologize to those 2 gentlemen because I'm like, I know how you feel. It is not right. So
What do you mean they paid for the date?
they spent like over $300, and they didn't get a call back. and I spent $580. I didn't get a call back.
What?
So
Wait.
I'm just-
Wait,
What
let's
type of
let's
date is
rewind.
this?
So let me
What
say
tape-
this, because I really like the person and I really want to show them a good time. And I don't regret it. I do regret that, but like, I don't regret me planning that. But because
What
that
did y'all
happened,
do, Frank?
we did a whole damn day. Like, we did a lot of shit.
And he didn't pull his card out once.
Like brunch?
That was a red flag to me.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to, though. I didn't allow him to. So,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I thought this was going somewhere.
Right.
We had good sex or whatever. We had sex a lot of.
It's a different
Wait,
route,
now, how
baby.
long?
Rodney,
how
you
long,
did
wait,
this?
now, how long of this
I
dating?
said this before, y'all.
Yeah, how long was it? Like weeks of dating, months of
I
dating?
say about a good. We had sex twice before we went out.
How long were y'all dating?
It didn't go nowhere after we went out.
It was
on our
two-
date.
How long have
Right.
y'all known each other?
Oh, I said. So we flirted on Instagram for about a good month.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Look, we all
In
got questions.
2016.
500. So for context, that was in 2016.
2016.
And so that could explain why you are the way you are now.
Oh yeah, I don't pay for dates. We go Dutch
Oh,
for the first
okay.
3 dates.
See that's you asked the question. This is people have been hurt in the past, so now
Hurt.
they don't want to pay on a date. You don't have to go spend $500 on a date, like, but you don't go to McDonald's either on a date. Like, it's that happy medium where you're doing an activity and you're showing that you're being thoughtful, you're being considerate of the person.
Let me say this. So
Someone
let's say-
said you don't have to spend money to show your affection.
I agree with
Correct.
that. That's me now.
Someone said don't hold them accountable for you spending money. Someone said I ain't never spent more than $100 on no date. If the person likes you, none of that matters.
I agree. It's about the experience. And sometimes people feel like they have to spend $500 on a whole day activity instead of like, hey, let's just do axe throwing. That's $60.
Again, if we going, you pay your way, I pay my way.
But did you plan a date or did he plan a date? Who
That
asked
don't-
each
that-
other?
see,
out?
He don't
But
care.
that does
That
matter,
doesn't
Rodney.
matter
It matters.
We
It
replaying
matters.
episodes at this point.
To me, if I'm already hungry, nigga, you hungry, and I say let's go get food, we get food.
But I'm
It
telling
is
you-
what
I'm
it
telling you
is.
The expectation is if you ask me to go on a date,
You pay.
I'm going. You're leading. You're in the leading role, so I'm gonna expect you to pay. I'm gonna bring my own money just in case.
You better bring it.
But then I'm gonna look at you a certain way because how dare you invite me out and then make me pay for something?
Yourself.
No, ma'am.
You
No,
pay for-
sir.
And that's
Okay,
you know,
so
ma'am.
in my
No,
opinion,
sir.
if a man asked me on a date and was like, okay, we gonna go do this, and I got there and we paid for ourselves, bitch, we keep keying. We good girls.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way you like me and you making me spend my money.
But look, but it's the same for them. They invite me out. I'm going to pay my way, so it's reciprocal. It's not.
No,
one
It
he
side
doesn't
thing.
work like that.
But for me, I'm okay over here. So let me put that out
He
there
said,
very,
"I'm
very
okay
clear
over
for the
here."
people that come who don't like it. I'm not trying to date any of y'all. The people who I date, we have good connections, and we're good over here.
But the courting etiquette, that is the courting etiquette with two men are involved.
that's perfectly fine for whoever else have that standard. Or their belief. But over here,
He said, girl, shut up.
no, I didn't. I didn't say this over here. It's just because that happened, and I could be scarred, and that's okay.
Derek said he didn't burn you because you're trying to hold him accountable for you spending money. Somebody else
fine,
said
Derek.
the person that initiated the date should pay. I agree, Jalen Barnes.
Jalen.
And you can tip. You might say, oh, you know what, let me get the tip. He paying for the dinner. Or I get the drink.
It's 2 tips because it's 2 receipts on the table now.
They'll have a good motherfucking night.
Ooh, Lord.
I hope I answered your question.
You did. You did. And so you brought up a point earlier about sexual preferences, sexual roles. Do you, and you already answered that, you believe that it prevents people from making strong connections. How much of that do you think plays into singlehood in the gay?
Yeah. So particularly for gay men, there are a couple things that are really important: attractiveness, your ability to be independent, whether you're masculine or feminine, but also like sexual compatibility. And sometimes I ask questions like, "Why are you a top? Why are you versatile? Why are you a bottom? Is it because of performance? Is it because of desire? Is it because of internalized homophobia? Is it because of some past trauma?" You have to answer those questions. And some people don't really ask those tough questions about why do they like what they like sexually?
Do you think people know?
No, I don't think the majority of people do. I think if you push them and you ask them those uncomfortable questions, then you get to figure out why they decide or why they've landed on what they like sexually. Like there's some guys who feel like if you get penetrated, you're less than a man. Or you're the woman, or they're weaker. So they're like, oh, I'm going to be a top. Okay, well, that's going to limit you in who you can actually date and or your ability to find love. Sexually, yes, you'll have what you want, but intimacy, finding the love of your life, it's limiting.
Do you think that two people who have the same preference can have a successful relationship?
Talk a little bit more about that. What do you mean?
Could two tops be in a relationship? Could two bottoms be in a relationship and have a successful relationship?
It depends on how they make that thing work. Like two people can bump purses, two people can sword fight, they can invite somebody else in, they can use toys. It's all about how they make that work. So when I say successful and healthy, yes, it's possible.
Okay.
That's so chaotic. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That is just like that is chaotic to me. It's chaotic. We're
I don't
gay.
think it is.
I'm listening. Why? Why you say why?
I think it's chaotic to be like, okay, this is what I like, and I know you like the same thing, but this is coming from somebody who's like, I want a person that's mine. I don't want to share. So like, inviting somebody into me is not an option. And if you have sexual needs, in my mind, like those are discussions you have. So if you're like, okay, like, girl, I want my butt dig in. You want your butt dug in. Like, y'all both in the room bent over. Like, what's happening? Like, I know there's conversation and discussion that has with it, but I just think it's chaotic. It's confusing.
I agree with Shazam.
How old are you?
Who, me?
Yes.
22.
22. Things
I'm
change.
kidding.
No,
I agree because I'm 100% 31. I'm 31.
Yeah.
I'll be 32 on Saturday. Yeah. But if you would have told me when I was like 26 that I would be versed, I'd be like, bitch, please. You know what I mean? So like, I understand that it changes. But when people be like 40, bounce around the club, talk about, yeah, my boyfriend a top. I'm like, you a top too, though, girl? Like, what's up? Like, that's confusing.
It's giving open relationship.
.com, okay?
Well, no, you can still be in a monogamous relationship.
Really?
There are sex toys that you all can use that can please each other. There are different positions that you can use to satisfy each other.
Explain the position, because I'm trying to see what can a person do is to
Frauding.
a dildo for the rest of your life.
Double-sided fleshlights.
There's lesbians
without
do it all
having
the time.
like the penis in each other, they gonna settle for dildos for say life.
You've never heard of frauding?
That's fine, but I do want the real thing.
It's all about the chemistry too.
Child.
Right. It's
It's a
people
big
who
no.
just do mutual masturbation. They use toys.
Tell on yourself, Marco.
Are you telling me, Lamont, you have people who use your services that was both bottoms or both tops, and they were satisfied being monogamous with toys only?
That's not what I said.
Oh,
if you
okay.
pay for my service, I'm gonna match you with what you want.
Okay.
The question was like, if two bottoms fall in love, can it work?
With toys for the life.
I would say if the toys work well for them, then yes.
I know what you was finna say.
Say it.
Love is an emotional thing, not a sexual
That's
thing.
not what you was finna say. You was finna say, you said to Rodney, you said, have you ever, and then you stopped.
Oh, have you ever tried it?
Don't finish it.
But-
Yeah.
but like,
Have you ever tried?
Because
to
like
I mean, toys are cool. Don't get me wrong. I have a little toy bag.
that's not what I'm asking. Have you tried to date a strict bottom or a strict top?
I have in the past, but I want verse.
Okay, so isn't that complicated? What if both of y'all want dick that night? What are y'all gonna do?
Rock, paper,
I'm
scissors.
going to satisfy my partner.
But here's the thing, though. So if I were to coach two bottoms who want to penetrate each other, so they want a real attached penis, not a detachable penis, right? So my question is, when I talked about, is it performance? Is it health issues? Is it internalized homophobia? If it's just performance, pop a Viagra, pop a Cialis, and then you go and sit on that thing. Now, if it's something
Sit on that.
right, just sit on it. His penis gets
Be careful,
hard.
those cause
make
heart
it
trouble.
happen, right? Or what's the little honey pack thing? So just make it happen. But if it's about like internalized homophobia, that if you feel like if you penetrate your partner that he's less than a man and you're no longer aroused by him, then that's some counseling that you have to go through, or you have to question yourself about why you think that.
The people are saying, simple rule, don't date what you do not like. Somebody said, this is why I never say what I like first, because I pray nobody ever base their needs off my wants. That's kind of scary. Derek said, random thought, Solomon sitting over there with his legs crossed looking sexy as fuck. Blackfoot King said, when you care about someone, you make it work. People forget that when you're in a long relationship, there's a moment of evolution.
Say it again. Amen. Amen. If you're dating 10, 20, 30 years, you won't make that thing work. You make it work.
I agree.
I don't.
I do.
You get creative. You do some
can't
role
see
play. You go on vacation. You do something. You were like, bro, we go out and make this thing work.
I can only see it if one of the bottoms are topping each other. I don't see it surviving with just toys.
I feel like we're hung up on it probably. Well, I'm hung up on it. I think it's chaotic. But like you said, you make things work. Like this is sexually, but then there are other things in relationships that are just like, you be like, what the fuck? Like, and you make it work because you love that person. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming I got to take my comments back. I'm going to take it back. If two bottoms want to rub purses and do their thing, it may be chaotic to me. But if they like each other, baby, guess what? You like each other. And it's rare to find somebody in the world that you want to be around all the time.
I think it can work.
I'm saying.
Solomon, you
I think
bumping
it
Hard,
purses?
it's hard to find a good man
You
out there.
bumping purses, Solomon? You said it could work.
I said I think it can work.
I'm asking, are you bumping Birkin bags, girl?
Would you date a full bottom? If the love was there?
I could, but I have verse energy, so let's just say that I could be verse.
Okay.
Solomon said, I'm slinging dick in pocketbook.
Okay.
I need a entire whatnot.
So my thing,
like a bottom to answer, because I really want to know what would y'all do.
see,
Like,
for me, it's I'm at the stage in my life where I really want to explore all of myself sexually.
and for tops too. So same thing for them.
And so there's still aspects of me that I'm still getting to know. And I want a partner who is willing to explore those with me. And I also want a partner who is willing to explore their sexuality. And so like I want to get to know them as much as they're getting to know me. Yeah. Like if we can get to that place, it will always be a journey.
Again,
and exciting.
Men, sex is important. It is. Sex is important, but it's not everything.
Yeah.
It's not. I agree with that. But when I want it, I want it. And I'm not gonna be like well.
I think what you said was extremely important. You said like you like explore yourself sexually like entirely. And I think literally a lot of gay men have not done that. Yes. And that's why you get to people that are like, ain't nobody calling my back. Oh my God, I don't want to be no top, because you haven't like explored yourself sexually. Like once you like realize what you like, I always tell people like from a public health standpoint, you need to like, if you're a quote unquote full top, you need to get back there and figure out what's back there and what you like. So when somebody else goes to do it, you know what it's supposed to feel like and you're supposed to be comfortable.
Yes.
And if people don't explore their sexuality, you can't be like, oh, I'm just a top, but you ain't never tried it. You might like it, girl.
But I think it's more than just exploring your sexuality. It's also exploring your energy. Because I've noticed that like I will be out, and depending on the circumstances, like my energy will just be giving something completely different. And so I remember one of the last times we went out, and Shazam, we were sitting across from each other, and someone was sitting next to me, and you were like, I'm watching you. And I noticed that my energy was like super on. Like
yeah.
And I was after, when I had time to sober up and reflect on it, I was like, that's not typically me.
Baby, the tequila
Let me say
had you
this,
ready to
because
risk it
Lamont
all.
made a good point. Let me say this. I know someone, when they first started off, being gay, they wore a bottom because they felt like if they topped a man, it was demasculating them. And now since he tried it, he's fully versed. So I can see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's asking those tough questions, and people evolve. You like you said, Solomon. People explore their bodies more. They explore sexuality and things. They're like, oh, I'm open to this. So you and your partner can do that together, and that is sexy. I feel like.
I think it's a matter of giving yourself permission.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cause honestly, I really wasn't comfortable bottoming at first. I could really count the hand and people top me. And I'm not bragging, but and it's only because I was not comfortable.
Okay.
And I remember this one guy who broke the wall. And I was like, it's not as bad as I thought, because I was like, when I used to fuck people, they be acting like it feels so good. And the other guy who I let top me the first time, it wasn't that experience. And I'm like, I'm not feeling what these people who I fuck was feeling. And I'm like, that shit was painful.
Yeah.
And we had all the lube in the world that you could have had. And I was like, get it out now.
Oh, goodness.
So I do believe in energy.
Yeah.
But I was turned on by the guy, but I don't know if he was doing something wrong, but it just wasn't a pleasant feeling.
Feel good. We are stopping.
Oh yeah, we stopped.
yeah.
We gonna do
We
that.
really
Get on
stopped.
that.
Yeah.
And I was
getting a
upset.
church hug and put out. We can go back to watching TV. That's enough.
And I'm sure there are some bottoms who are like, they've experienced some good cakes before, and they thought they would never.
Okay.
They have topped somebody.
Agree.
Yeah, I'm like, oof.
All right,
Y'all got quiet on that one.
you ready for this letter?
We ain't got no more questions. Okay. All right.
At this point, we about to be paying Lamar for.
I'll invoice you all.
He's gathering you girls tonight.
Oh, let me ask you this, because this is called. So, with open relationships, before we go to that, with open relationships, do you find those to be more successful than monogamous relationships? Lord Jesus.
No, so there actually have been a number of studies that looked at like heterosexual, open versus monogamy relationships versus like same gender loving folks. It's about the same.
Really?
The key that makes things last is how you all handle communication and conflict.
Let me say this. I was a person that I would never do an open relationship, and now I'm kind of like, I'm TD 10%. But however, I guess for one, how do you set parameters around that? Like, because I'm the one, if I was to do that, I'd be like, do it. I don't want to know about it. I don't need to be in the room with you. I don't need to do all that. Just don't need to be in the streets. Like, don't shit on nigga know where we stay. You know how I been like, do it outside our home. Come home, it's okay.
Right.
So, but I'm wondering, so this is why I found it to be greedy. I know a couple of people who are in open relationship and they don't survive, and that don't make any sense to me.
Right, because it has nothing to do with whether the relationship is open or it's closed or monogamous. It's about how they communicate with each other, how they respect each other, how they handle conflict. People look at like people who are in open relationships, they say, oh, I invalidate that relationship because it's open, or it failed because it's open. But you look at the relationships that are monogamous, right, and they fail too. You don't blame monogamy for the failure of the relationship. You blame something else, right?
Sometimes I do go back with one person. I feel like if I was probably more lenient, letting him go out there and play, and then I'll probably still be with him. I don't know if there's like we call it a guilt thing, whatever.
Right. So look,
But then I see people. I'm sorry, but then I see people who are in open relationships, and I feel like y'all got everything y'all want, and then y'all not working. That's confusing to me.
Because it's not about sex or the openness. It's about their ability to communicate, to satisfy each other's maybe mental needs, financial needs, intimacy, spirituality. There are some people who should never be in open relationships because of their insecurities, because of their views of sexuality. And I also think that people think when they hear open relationship that it's like a free-for-all. No, people who are in open relationships, they have agreements. Like you said, don't have nobody at my house. I don't want to know about it. Other people are like, no, I want to hear about it. I think if you're going to be successful with any type of relationship, you got to talk about it. Even if you're in a monogamous relationship, that doesn't mean that everybody is now unattractive to you.
Right.
You can walk down the street and be like, oh, he's fine. Y'all both can say he's fine, and y'all still be okay, and y'all still be in a monogamous relationship. It's about how you communicate about things and how you deal with conflict. If you get jealous or somebody makes a mistake, how do you learn from it? How do you move on?
I think it's interesting because from what I've not personally experienced, but from what I've heard from open relationships, it's like people start open and then one person wants to close, the other person wants to keep it open, then it goes to hell.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, right. So there are seasons in some relationships where if they're open, they're saying, hey, you know what? For the next 6 months, let's just focus on us. And it could be they want to spend more time with each other. They might want to travel more. They might want to work on a communication issue. So they close it. I think that's healthy. I think it's great.
so with your services, then we'll get into the letter. Do you also, so you obviously are a dating coach and you are the matchmaker. Do you also like talk to couples when they're like, you hooked us up and guess what? We need to talk to you because you.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So if I match you, like I have a couple who are getting married this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with them for 3 years. So like every 3 months I might call them and say, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Do a check-in. That's how I make sure people stay together.
Okay.
Also, I do counseling with couples on the side because I have an undergrad in psychology and a master's in professional counseling. So I do couples counseling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you because somebody put in comments. What is the difference between a poly and open? I don't see a difference from me just being honest.
Yeah, so poly means that the three of us are in a romantic and physically relationship. Like we might live together, we go on dates together. I say, I love you, I love you. This is the three of us like romantically involved.
Like living together.
Right. Yeah, we're sharing our lives together.
Sister wife.
Like raising
Brotherhood.
kids
Yeah,
together.
like sister wives. But sister
Like
husband.
raising kids together?
Yes, that's poly, right?
Oh.
Open relationship, I can just go put my penis in whoever I want, or vice versa. It has nothing to do with romance or I'm falling in love with the person. It's about the sexual act.
So poly has a little bit more commitment with just multiple people. When open relationship is kind of just like, girl, let's got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that because I really not know the difference. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? I thought it was the same.
No.
So you said you're like on the fence about open.
Not with poly.
Not with poly.
I heard so you were going.
No, ma'am, no, sir.
Baby, that's a big hell no.
A lot of personalities.
You might like it.
Child, it's a big no for
Another
me.
income in the house.
Again, I'm blessed to say, probably 8 years ago, I probably would have been poly.
Well, baby, you like to split checks? You can split the bills 3 ways.
Child, I'm okay. I can do 2. Now, we can do 2. You go out there and fuck. I got to fuck, come back home. Hey, babe, how was your day? Great.
Second babe walks down the stairs. Hey, babe, how was your day?
Right. You paid his mortgage?
Who's paying the mortgage this month? I did it last month.
Okay.
Let's get to the letter. I don't know why I'm looking for something on here. And it's not. I see now why y'all said letter. Okay. All right. Openers and shooters. We welcome you to the letter. This is where you all write in and ask us questions about whatever you want to ask us about. No judgment zone. However, I'll put this out here. We are not therapists. One is. However,
2.
2. Oh, you're a therapist as well? Oh, I'm sorry. I did not expect you.
No,
yeah,
no,
2
no, you're
therapists.
fine.
No,
Yeah,
I just I was. Yeah.
What Phaedra say? We have a tennis player.
So we have 2 therapists on here. However, hit them outside for their services. This is just really just us give our honest opinion. Again, emphasis on honest, and we're going to keep it very honest here. Okay. So you can send a letter 2 ways by email us to openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com or go to the website at openrelationshippodcast.com and click the letter button. And, write us a letter. We're here to help you out in the best way we can.
Are we?
Emphasis again on open and honest. So, the letter. I need some answers. My partner is now reneging on our agreement to be in an open relationship. We have been living together for the past 2 years. I honestly think it is because guys hit on me more than him. What would you guys do? P.S. I'm very faithful to my partner. I only mess around with guys in his presence.
What?
So he wants to close the relationship.
One part wants to
Partner
close
wants
it.
to
Yeah.
close it.
Because he feel like he don't get hit on enough like he does. So he's asking, what should he do?
Right. So it's on
And they
the-
live together.
Yeah, so it's on the person who has the insecurities, because that's what it is.
It is.
It's an insecurity, and then he might feel jealous that he's not getting the attention that other people, that his partner is getting.
What's your thought? Thank you, Jared, for your $49.99.
Oh, Jared.
For the letter.
Thank you, Jared.
Jared, we love Jared.
All right, back to you.
Y'all know Jared is married. You put in the comments.
All right. Let
He
me.
did. Oh, he lied. Jared, not sure been lying. I've been open and honest. Thank you, Jared. We love you here. Oh, sorry.
So I feel like y'all a mess. people get into relationships and again they feel like, oh, this should be natural, it should work well, we should just go with the flow. If this is my love of my life, we should gel well. No, I think that's a trick of the devil. I feel like whether you're in a monogamous relationship or open relationship, and especially in an open relationship, you have to communicate about your insecurities with your partner. So say if you all have an encounter, whatever, you all have a threesome, and it did not go well, you sit down over coffee, drinks the next day and say, I didn't like when he did X, Y, and Z, or I felt uncomfortable about that. And then it's, well, why did you feel uncomfortable about that? And then you have to be honest about why you felt uncomfortable about that and not dance around it. So if you're going to get into a relationship, y'all going to hate me for saying this, but it is, you have to work. You have to be willing to grow. You have to be willing to be vulnerable. You have to be willing for your partner to put a mirror in front of your face and say, you need to change and grow.
Say that again.
And if not, stay
Put
single.
a mirror in front of your face.
Yeah, stay single.
I'm
If
still that.
I'm just saying.
Hold the mirror back at you, boo.
Right. I think people get into relationships because they're bored, they're lonely, or horny. And not because they want to build something together with a person.
Come on.
You better come.
He's preaching tonight.
I'm just saying.
I see where you're saying he been doing this for a long time. Ever since 2014, since I met you. It's been longer before that, right?
Yes.
How long has it been on?
What? The
Better to meet.
Oh, better way to meet. 10 years this year. 10
Okay,
years
so
this
you
year.
started in 2014?
Yes, 10 years.
Oh,
this
wow,
year.
when I first met you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, opener, I would say this. I'm not the best person to give you this answer because if I was in a relationship with someone and we had that agreement and we buying houses and things, and then you go and change, that would piss me the fuck off.
So things
That wasn't our agreement.
But again,
And I'll feel cheated.
People evolve, things change, relationships change. They change. I'm just saying, people change. The person that I am 10 years ago that I got with my husband is not the same person today.
I agree with that, but we had an agreement on this one thing.
I know, honey. I know we did.
I would be hurt. I would probably be in tears because I felt like you knew what it was. You get what I'm saying? Before we did all of this, you knew what it was. And now you are changing what it was.
I think the whole thing is people evolve. Like people become different people. Like I'm not the same person I was 2 weeks ago. Like we're always forever changing. And if you get in a relationship with somebody, whether it's open, poly, whatever you're doing, child, everybody do their own thing. You have to be okay with like, if you change, like I'm still gonna love you. You know what I mean? Like you cannot think that right now the person you meet is gonna be the same person. You're not even gonna look the same.
That's true.
Your butt might get flat, your balls might drop, you might get some gray hair. And then on top of that, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta learn to love people. And I think that he needs to have the communication, whoever the opener is that wrote the letter, you need to have the communication with your partner. Like y'all need to talk about it. I understand writing the letter and you want to hear our feedback, but just as you're asking us our feedback, you need to be asking your partner his feedback and why he feels like that.
Yes.
And get to the bottom of that. Now, if y'all gotta sell the house and stuff, we can find you a realtor, baby.
Oh, I know too.
But you got strong couples. They pay attention.
Watch my mic.
They pay attention.
He said, do what you do, but watch my mic.
Said fall out, but don't knock the mic over. But no, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, they change over time. And you have to pay attention to your partner as they grow and ask questions and do check-ins. Like, hey, I know you like this. Is this still the same? No, it changed a little bit. I like this. Are you fearful about this? No, not anymore. I grew. Those are intimate conversations.
Well, opener, y'all want to give any?
So, and Lamont, feel free to piggyback off of this. But I think in a lot of relationships, people don't honor agreements. People don't understand agreements. Let me say that. People don't understand agreements, and people also don't know what to ask for. And so I've seen the word respect thrown around a lot in the chat, and people don't really know what respect is. And oftentimes when I work with individuals or couples, I ask, what is your definition of respect? And they give me the definition of reciprocity. Treat someone the way that you want to be treated. And to treat someone with respect means to value them. And so for this opener, what is more valuable, to have the open relationship or have your partner?
Yeah. And you may need to close it for a while. Or you may need to figure out, like, what is the insecurity? What is the issue?
Marco, any thoughts?
Well, in my personal life, I don't deal with jealousy and insecurity, so I'm gonna say leave them. Like, it's just you know how like poly is a no for you. I don't deal with insecurities or any. No, we're not doing that.
So you don't think they should work through it?
No, because I'm not about to have this conversation come up time after time after time. Every time we go out, if we go to the bar, if somebody hits on me, like, it's okay. Like, I'm with you. We're together. So stop all that.
But I think insecurities are a way, is how someone shows up, how you show up. So if we're in a relationship together and I'm insecure, that also communicates that I don't feel secure with you. And so if you are showing up as a secure person, my insecurities lessen.
But if I'm telling these niggas, oh no, I'm good, like, I got my dude here, like, why are you feeling insecure when you're with me?
I think we all have moments of insecurities, if we're honest.
Yes.
We all have moments of jealousy, if we're honest. If we're honest. Like, I was telling somebody, there was some random woman flirting with my husband, and I got a little jealous. And I had to ask myself, what is that about? It was because we haven't been spending enough time together. I've been traveling, he's been traveling. So I miss him. And I'm like, why are you giving her that attention? And he don't want her. But that's me. It has nothing to do with who he is. But I have to realize my moments of jealousy.
That's good. Alexa, play Jolene.
I mean,
I'd have knocked that bitch.
I'm not gonna pull her here. But that's me. It's me. It has nothing to do with him. And there are probably moments that you may be insecure about something that he's overlooking, or he's like leaning in to support you as well.
And guess what I'm gonna do? Have that conversation.
Yeah.
That's not what you just said.
No.
You said
If I feel a little insecure, I'm like, hey, so I didn't like when we did this or when this happened at the bar or this situation. Like, y'all know, like, I like to drink, I like to dance, I like to go out. So I'm always on the dance floor. If I'm with my boyfriend and we at the bar and you're like, well, why are you dancing on the dance floor? You're not paying me no attention. Why are you jealous? I like to have a good time. You don't like to dance. You want it to come out though.
But do you ask yourself
Come on, Shazam.
why you're jealous? Do you ask yourself why you're jealous or you're insecure?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Depending on what the situation is.
Okay,
But like the hidden on me type of thing is just like, I'm here with you. You know what we got. We've had conversations. We go out on dates. You know our relationship. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, opener, you got a good old answer this time.
They're probably sitting here like, why the fuck did I write that?
I really do hope that you really learned from this and, go back home and, whatever works for you and your partner works for you and your partner. So, Lamont, where can people follow you? How can they sign up for your services, and et cetera?
Sure. So I work with men all over the world. Most of my dating coaching clients are mostly white gay men in the UK, which is so funny.
Really?
Right? I don't know how they find me, but I work with men all over the world with dating coaching. For matchmaking, you have to live in the United States, right? So you just go to my website, betterwaytomeet.com.
Okay. And where can they follow you?
The Gay Dating Coach on probably everything.
Branding 101. All right, openers.
All right, openers, thank you for coming and joining the four of us and our guests as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
See you guys next week.